Hi angels, welcome back to my channel, loves. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card. We're going to be seeing how other people view you. I apologize you guys if you can hear fireworks in the background. It's bonfire night here in the UK, so yeah, there's a lot going on in terms of fireworks, so I apologize. But yes, let's go ahead and get straight into it, you guys. So we're going to do 3 decks today. For pile 1 we have the Third Eye Tarot, for pile 2 the Tarot of the 78 Doors, and for pile 3 the Crystal Visions Tarot. So use your intuition to pick a deck, whichever deck's calling you. Pause the video if you guys need more time. Amazing angels, let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you guys subscribe, like and comment as well. Okay, pile 1. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's see how other people view you. Okay, so the first thing I am hearing is beautiful eyes. Some of you guys, you're very attractive, very alluring. Something like, if you're a feminine, something about your eyes, your hair, like your facial features. Some of you guys are just naturally beauties. Yes, I love this. If you're a masculine, I am seeing like a nice jawline. Or some of you guys, again, it's like you've got really pretty eyes. But again, there's just something very attractive about you. You know, I just knocked one of my tarot decks, but you know, my guys are saying, yeah, it's like some of you, you're very either dramatic, or it's like you knock people out the park with the way that you are. You're very different, very unique, pile 1. People love this about you. I am having a vision of the color purple as well. So some of you guys, there's royalty here, okay? Some of you were royal in a past life, or again, you have that kind of higher status. Even if you're not, you know, again, the way people view you, the way that you speak, I'm almost getting the way that you move as well with the color purple. You're very intuitive. Some of you guys, it's like you're very mysterious. You flow very easily, okay? Some of you are the divine feminine. What did I say? The moon. You guys, you're very mysterious, very intuitive, yeah? Some of you even have psychic powers. There's just a lot hidden beneath the surface. So when people view you, they feel like you're quite dark, quite mysterious. Again, if we actually think of the actual moon in the sky, when the moon comes out, it's always glowing and bright, even though the night sky is very dark. So this is how you guys are. Yes, you're mysterious, but like I said, you guys stand out of the crowd. And you're just very deep. Some of you guys come across very deep. Now, you guys could have some trauma in your life, or this is how people view you. Maybe you guys have been through a lot. You're not the most open, again, very mysterious. How do people view pile 1, please, angels? The 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys, now again, some of you guys come from a very traumatic background, or even if you don't have any like trauma per se, like you look, because you're very mysterious, people look at you and they feel like you guys you've like been through a lot. Again, some of you guys come across quite deep, quite different, yeah. Your faith is very, very strong as well. Again, if you are psychic, or you have these natural abilities, even just in the way that you glow, you know, it's not like, again, some of you guys may not be psychic, but you may have that sixth sense. Again, you just have that kind of energy of like a psychic, or I am hearing like a mediumship for some of you, okay? This is something that you guys may get into, or again, that's kind of like the vibe that you give people, yeah? So with the 5 of Pentacles, again, some of you guys, you could have a lot of problems in your life, or when you come across the people, it's almost like you guys feel very alone, like you come across very lonesome. Some of you have been left out in the cold. Like I am channeling some family challenges for you, pile 1. So you haven't had it easy in life. Some of you guys, again, you've come from nothing, but I feel like your faith is very strong. And even though you may have not come from something, or you've been through a lot, I am having a vision of like the earth earth crumbling. It's like everything that is left in this like pile of crumble, you guys have made into something. It's like some of you guys, like people perceive you as very lucky, even though you may not have a lot, especially like friends and family, people that know you. It's kind of like this energy of like, how do they do this? Like, how do they make nothing into something, you know? The Three of Cups, yeah, you guys are very lonely. Some of you feel left out in the cold when it comes to friends, family. You don't have a lot of people around you, pile one, okay? People perceive you as very different. It's really hard to read you as well, very hard to get to know you. Again, I am getting a lot of friends and family here, more so family. Some of you, like, you were always the black sheep in the family. You were never really included. And it's like some people see that you like choose to be to yourself as well. And it's like you prefer to do your own thing, yeah? The Knight of Wands, but you have a lot of movement in your life. Again, it's like even though you come across as very lonesome, as again you don't have anything, you still manage to like chase your dreams. I also feel like you guys are very passionate here. It's like some of you guys, I'm hearing master manifestors. You've really manifested a lot. Now, again, some of you, because you may be quite lonesome, people perceive you as like somebody who has a lot of walls around their heart. I'm also hearing war. Like, again, you look like you've been through a lot. You guys dress different as well, like you have different hair. It's like your aesthetic is very different. It's pleasing though because people find you attractive. It's like you have a lot of passion, you know. I'm also getting suitors are always like looking at what you're doing. Some of you guys come across again very mysterious, but you have this kind of like wildness about you, pile one. You have a lot of heat, a lot of passion here. Again, with the Knight of Wands, there's just like so much love here. Some of you have an amazing heart as well, but again, you're very selective about who you give this to. Some people are very intimidated by you as well, okay? While some people feel like you are left out in the cold or you like to be alone, sometimes you come across quite deep. You also have this side of like you guys, you're like bad to the bone, you know. I'm also hearing bad B. It's like you have this, you have two different energies about you, you know. Some of you guys have an alter ego, not to say that you're in your ego, but it's like you can go from looking not the best, or even when you don't look your best, you still look good, you know, like you're still very attractive. Like some of you guys, you tend to wear like tracksuits, baggy t-shirts, or like you like during the day or even during the night. Sometimes when people just see you, you're not always dressed the best, but then you also have this side where it's like you can transform yourself, okay? Some of you guys are very much into makeup. Somebody wears eyeliner here, but I just feel like you like even blush. I just feel like the way that you can change yourself is like magnificent. People never know what they're going to get from you, pile one, yeah? So you guys also got the Four of Pentacles. So again, people perceive you as very closed off, or like you hold a lot to yourself, but people think that you're very wealthy, or you're hiding a lot of your wealth. You're hiding a lot of the way that you make your money, or, you know, some of you, it's like, again, you come across maybe a little bit poor, or you dress a certain way, and people like have this tendency to judge you, but just when they feel like they've figured you out, it's kind of like, no, you're not that person. And I feel like it's like people hate when you guys are dressed up, or people feel like you like to play victim a little bit. Now, I don't mean that like you're like that way, like you purposely play victim. I just feel like if you've come from a background where you're not the most wealthy, or maybe like you just give this aesthetic that you're not as wealthy, or you like to just be casual, people feel like, okay, well, you're definitely hiding your wealth, because when people look at you, pile one, they know that there's something different about you, yeah? It's like they know that there's something more beneath the surface. And a lot of people, I'm also hearing, like to get close to you because they may feel like it's like being your friend is like a bonus, you know, because whoever's sitting with you is also very wealthy. But, you know, people like never know what you're doing. You could have more than one income, more than one job. It's like you really are like just this magnificent person. I'm also having a vision of the water here. You're very cleansing and soothing to be around. You know, again, the Hermit, it's like you're very like, yes, this kind of like a blueness is what I'm seeing. Like you guys have a lot of power to the water. You could have had a past life in Atlantis, but there's something around the way that you manifest, the way that you kind of flow in life. Your tears are very cleansing as well. My guides are saying your tears are very powerful, loves. So if you've been through a lot in your life, you've always felt left out in the cold, you've like been through a lot and you cry sometimes a lot as well. You know, I feel like it differs though, because sometimes you're in this energy where you're kind of like, I know what I'm doing, stay away from me, but then you're also like quite vulnerable sometimes. Some of you guys, your emotions can be quite up and down, so you know, you being emotionally balanced is very key to your happiness and to manifesting the life that you desire. Some of you guys have to do a lot of healing in this lifetime as well, but again, even with this Hermit, you guys, it's just like you're very secluded to yourself. You're just like not a lot of people, you know, there's not a lot of people that can stay by themselves, be comfortable with who they are, and really just be in their own lane, you know. Some of you guys have like links to the divine. Again, you could be very spiritual, very psychic, okay. Some of you guys are witches. It's just like you have this level of protection around you as well. People are very envious of you, okay, even if they don't mean it. I just feel like people can't help but give you the evil eye, so make sure that you guys are like wearing the evil eye. There's a lot of like colorful hair here. Some of you guys have dyed your hair a lot. You could have colorful hair right now as well, but you guys, you're really working towards your peace at the moment. Yeah, you guys got the Four of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, okay. So here's the thing, I feel like you guys, firstly, you guys are very financially independent, and if you're not already, you're going to be. People around you, loves, they perceive you to be, again, very financially lucky. Some of you have your own business, or people really just see that you're not following the day-to-day traditions or traditions of the family, traditions of just anything around you. Like, again, you're very different. Some of you guys are spiritual. This is what I'm saying, like you guys are the black sheep, or you're the golden child, okay. It's like you're very different, very mysterious. So I feel like people see you as very wealthy as well. Again, it's like you differ, okay. You have this like alter ego personality. Some of you guys, it could even be that you guys are the opposite. Like some of you guys, you like to portray yourself as like casual, but then you've got like all your manifestations hidden, while others of you, you could like portray like your wealth to other people, or like you could come across like everything's good, but on the inside, you know, you've been through a lot. Again, you're very like protective about your heart space. Even the way she's holding her heart, it's like a lot of you guys have been through a lot. Some of you guys, it's like people really don't understand you as well, but you're really in this state of trying to understand yourself, really trying to find your own light. A lot of you guys were the own light for your family as well, okay. You may also have like links to angels here as well, but here with the Four of Swords, I also feel like you guys, again, it's like every single card here is just talking about aloneness, and you know, just like really just being secluded to yourself. But I am hearing some of you guys may have attacks during your sleep. If you struggle to sleep right now, I want you guys to make sure you're transmuting your energy before bed, call back your power, really cleanse, okay. Envision yourself before going to bed in like a glowing white light, or whatever color that you really connect with, but imagine that you are protected at night as well. Make sure you really do feel protected. Tie your hair up as well. I do feel like people watch you when you sleep, or this could even be watching you via socials, okay. Some people like to really like leave you in this state of contemplation. You guys could overthink a lot as well, but again, I just feel like people feel like you're at peace and you're happy within your life, okay. And some of you guys have a partner as well that people are really like envious of. It could be that, again, people find that you're very happy alone. You could have a relationship, and you could be building a future for yourself together in terms of a home. Others of you, you are going to have like a twin flame come in, a divine union here, because you guys deserve this, okay. You've been through a lot. So let's just go ahead and get your advice moving forwards with your own self journey, and just what is the advice for pile 1 in how others perceive them, please. What is like the self-empowerment advice for pile 1 at this time? Two of Wands, continue to expand, okay? Some of you, again, you still need to keep your manifestations very private. Here with the King of Pentacles, you guys, again, you're very wealthy. Keep your wealth really hidden, okay? Again, don't, like, I don't want to say don't show too much, because some of you guys, it's just like naturally you give off this wealthy appearance, but I do feel like you need to just focus on expanding and, you know, really making decisions about your wealth as well. Some of you have new business decisions coming up. You guys could also have an earth sign coming in to help gift you. Again, this could be your twin flame coming in, your divine masculine for some of you, or like this could even just be like a new job offer, somebody coming in to really treat you and to really, you know, help you along your journey as well. But I just feel like your advice is to keep being unapologetically you, okay? Some of you guys, if you haven't been taking care of yourself, I do want you to take care of yourself. Yes, the Ace of Wands. Some of you, again, you're very attractive, but you guys, maybe you don't put in enough work or self-love to yourself. So I feel like this is about you guys really like doing your own self-care. Like if you don't dress up too much, dress up one of the days, like do something different out your normal comfort zone. Some of you are very focused on your wealth and work right now, but also find your balance. A lot of you, again, keep your manifestations private. Some of you guys have a lot of creative opportunities coming up that you guys are needing to plan for, but again, I would personally keep these private and just continue to be you, okay? I feel like you shine just by being you, and I just feel like, you know, you guys are doing amazing, and, you know, I can't wait to see everything that you guys achieve in your life. So pile 1, I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to like before you leave, and let's move on to pile 2. So pile 2, let's go ahead and let's see how others view you around you. I'm hearing the word intelligent. Some of you guys are super smart. This is how people perceive you. I'm also having a vision like education, books. Somebody here could be good with numbers as well. You guys, you're just very like head screwed on is how people see you. Angels, how do other people view pile 2, please? How do other people view pile 2? I am hearing dangerous. Some people see you as a threat, pile 2 as well. And you guys, it doesn't have to be that people see you as a threat as well. Some of you guys, you're quite wild, or you like to do things different. You could be quite adventurous. So you guys got the 10 of Swords. So a lot of people, pile 2, they perceive you as somebody who's been through a lot. You guys, right now, you guys could be going through some type of depression. Again, you could even be like walking a dangerous road in life. There's something different about you. Some of you guys could be into acupuncture as well, or like really self-healing. But I feel like, you know, a lot of people feel like you guys have really been done dirty in life, or, you know, maybe these are the people that have done you wrong, okay? Again, it's just like you have been through so much, and I feel like people view you as somebody who finds it very hard to get motivated, you know, to really like rebirth in your life. But I feel like you guys, you've been through the ringer, but I feel like that was the end of what you've been through. Again, some of you could be going through this right now, and people are viewing this, or people just feel like, okay, this was a part of your past that you've been through, and now here with the Queen of Wands, some of you could have like really rebirthed from that and really chose a different path in life. You guys are very independent now, very powerful, you know. It's like people view how much you've been through and how much you've turned your life around as well, yeah. You're very protective. Some of you guys, it's like you've entered new cycles. I'm also seeing like new doorways of opportunity. You're very like, you have a lot of fruition, very intuitive, very like in your boss energy, because, and people like see how much you've been through, you know, because a lot of you guys were very vulnerable in the past, or you, again, you've been through so much. You could have been hurt so much, especially in love, you guys. There could have been a lot of backstabbing, a lot of like betrayal for you, but you've made it out the other end, you know. And I feel like you are better than ever now, and people see like how much that has taken a toll on you and how different you are now. Again, you're very intelligent. You really use like like your intuition now to guide you. Some of you guys choose to be alone as well though, and it's almost like people notice the difference between how vulnerable you are and like how much you are independent and powerful now. Some of you don't stand for the things that you've been through anymore. Again, some of you have like healthy boundaries up now, or it's like really hard to cross you now, yeah, because I get this like self-empowerment movement. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Listen, you guys, it's like a lot of you in the past, you really didn't value yourself, okay? People could have thought that you guys were really just, again, not in a happy place. But right now, I feel like you guys are. It's like you see yourself in a better light. It could be that some of you guys struggle with your body, or you struggle with how you feel about yourself. You know, some of you guys don't feel attractive, or you've been through so much. Like, some of you, trigger warning, you have been through loads of trauma, especially with like, if you are a feminine, I am getting with the men in your life, you know, but I feel like you guys have overcome this. Again, if you're a masculine, you know, gender doesn't really matter here, but I feel like when it comes to a partnership, you guys have been let down by your partner or by the people around you, okay? But now you guys, you're this beautiful energy, this Queen of Wands. You're like this Lilith energy. You know, it's like you guys, you don't let anything stand anymore. It's like if people want to be around you, they need to respect you. And I just feel like people see how much you freed yourself, how much you guys have changed, yeah? This is how people view you. How do others view pole 2 currently, please, angels? The World, yeah, listen, you guys have rebirthed big time. You have brand new chapters beginning. Some of you guys are mothers now, you've given birth. Now again, I am getting some kind of trauma here for some of you. It could even be that like maybe you were a mother early on, or your life just took an unexpected turn. For some of you, if you have had a child, they see like how amazing you are as a mother now, how like life has changed. And you know, some of you guys, if you have somebody around you that has children now as well, that maybe you didn't talk to for a while, they also see how much you changed and how open you are to them now and their child. For others of you, it's just like everything that you've been through, very painful, especially when we think of birth. It's just like you've made it out the other end, okay? I'm also getting some of you may have had some health problems, pole 2, but you've made that through as well. Again, it's like everything has changed for you, you know? Your life went from something very traumatic, very hurtful, and it's like you've slowly like moved out of that like environment, out of that area of your life, and you really have made a fresh start for yourself. The Page of Wands. So a lot of people see that you guys are currently finding yourself. You guys could also have a soulmate here right now, or you're on your journey of finding self-love. If you are like single mothers or single parents here, I do feel like you could be like dating now, and like again, you're really trying to find yourself, find your soulmate, find what really makes things work for you as well. Now some people feel like you guys could be closed off to love if you're single as well, and that maybe you're not as open to other people. People also try to surprise you, but you're so independent now that it's like you are very selective about the people around you. Now you guys could also be married to a King of Wands here, or you could have a partnership with a King of Wands, an Aries, Leo, Sag, sorry, I was meant to say. Could be your counterpart, loves, okay, your divine counterpart here. So a lot of you guys, you've got married, or you're looking for your divine counterpart. This could also be to come, yeah, but again, it's like you're very much in this power way. Now for those who are single currently, I do get that like people are wondering, are you going to find your person? Firstly, you are going to, pole 2, but I also feel like it's like you are the man of the relationship, or the woman of the relationship. Like you are so in control of your destiny now. It's like very intimidating to people how I don't want to say controlling, but this is how people see you, like that you're in control of your destiny and that you're creating the life that you want. Like I get like a lot of you had people walk all over you in the past, and now people see like how unmatched you are, how happy you are, okay? So again, if you are married, people see how much of like a couple goals you are, how much you've again changed. Some of you have had children with this person. For others of you, I just feel like you guys are so in control control of your destiny. Some of you guys are entrepreneurs, or again, some of you, it's like even if you're in a relationship, I got this lot of personal power for you guys, like a lot of solo energy. Even if you are in a partnership, it's like, again, you just don't take a lot of the same stuff anymore. Yeah. How else do people view pole 2? The 7 of Cups. So some people feel like you guys are in a fantasy right now, or, you know, it's funny because I'm hearing like people feel like you guys treat your life like royalty, or like you are royalty. So there is some envy about what you've achieved in your life, or kind of the personal power that you hold for yourself. Because, you know, here's the thing, when you are in a vulnerable state, pole 2, or you've been through a lot, people have that image in their head of you being that vulnerable type, or people always have a perception of the old you, no matter how much you change. And people still have this perception, right? It's like they've seen how much you've transformed, but because you guys went from such a vulnerable state in your life, to being hurt, maybe walked all over, or to like having nothing, and now you've transformed your life into having something sustainable, or having this personal power, this kind of like boundaries around you, like taking no for an answer, really knowing your worth. People are intimidated by that now, okay? And people around you may find that, like people still want to walk all over you. And even if you have like your divine counterpart now, it's like this envy that you guys have done that, because it's not easy to like really transform your life. Some of you guys have really been through a spiritual transformation, a transformation as a whole. Even if you're religious, spiritual, like, you know, that doesn't really matter. But it's like people are envious of that now, even if they support you and they're close to you, because it's like doing the unthinkable, you know, you've done that. Or what people perceive as you of having nothing, now you have something. And it's kind of like putting the people around you in a vulnerable state, because now they're comparing their life with your life, and that's the kind of energy that is around you, okay? So if you do have like a partner right now, or you still haven't met your divine counterpart, it's still this kind of like intimidation, and kind of like it's like, even if you haven't got a partner right now, pole 2, it's like people are still looking at you. It's like they know, you know, they know that you're going to become this really amazing person. They know that you're going to achieve all these amazing things, because it's like when somebody walks into the room and they're glowing and they know their worth, it's intimidating. Again, it's like people know that you're going to get all these amazing things, even if you haven't already, or if you don't know it yourself, okay? So back to this 7 of Cups, loves. I do feel like people feel like you are in a fantasy, or that you're dreaming. Again, people want to pull you down from this pedestal of your personal power right now, because they feel like the things that you're trying to achieve are not possible. You guys could even have a lot of goals, yeah? A lot of things beneath the surface. Some of you, it's like you say you're going to win the lottery and people don't believe you, or you're very affirmative on your affirmations as well. It's like the things that you're achieving, people think you're stupid for, or people think like, okay, well, she's definitely hallucinating. Some of you guys could even be psychics. Like, again, it's like this energy of a Lilith here. Like, you know, people thinking that Lilith can't be on her own. It's like people thinking that you can't have something of your own without kind of having a man to help you. If you're a feminine, or if you're a masculine, having a woman to help you do something. It's like people don't believe that you are gonna get this life if you haven't already. Either way, I just feel like some people just feel like you're in a dream state, and it's kind of like they don't understand what you're trying to achieve in life. Again, some of you guys, you haven't even hit the nail on the coffin yet with the amount of dreams that you want to achieve, yeah? Again, the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you have a business. People see you as very wealthy. You guys, again, if you have like children and stuff, you have a marriage, they don't believe that you guys are going to be wealthy. Again, what did I say? Some of you feel like you're going to win the lottery, you're going to hit the jackpot, you're going to have this amazing status. People feel like you guys are achieving big things, but they also have this in their head that you're not going to. So this is how people are seeing you, okay? Very wealthy. Honestly, people see you in a good way. I do feel like there's a little bit of envy attached to you, or people feel like you're a little bit egoic, but that's there for them to kind of figure out, you know. some people just are going to have the same perception of you until the day you die, but honestly, you guys have changed, and I feel like the way you've transformed your life is amazing. Yeah, so angels, what is the advice for pole 2 and the way people view them, please? What is the advice for pole 2 and the way people view them? I am hearing iconic. Okay, you guys are iconic. I am seeing, what's that quote, you guys? If you see it, believe it, or like if you believe it, you'll see it, something like that. It's like, keep at your goals, keep at the focus, because like you guys are creating like this amazing life for yourself. So you guys got the 9 of Swords. Don't let other people's perceptions get in your head. Some of you, you're going to have people around you who are trying to hurt you, who are trying to like feed seeds of doubt. Again, it's like people are even going to attack you in their dream state. Pay attention to your dreams, especially if you're very spiritual or psychic. A lot of like the people's true intentions will come through your dreams, but I feel like it's like people are going to try and plant these seeds in your head because they don't want you to do better than them. But I'm telling you, pole 2, you're about to live the life that people wish they could if they were only to just get out of their own way. Yeah. So you guys also got the 9 of Pentacles. Some of you guys are working really hard, and I feel like you should. If you have a family, you may need to spend time with your family. That is like the ones that you really appreciate and that you're in contact with. I am getting some of you guys don't talk to your family anymore. But you know, keep working hard, find a balance. Some of you guys, you're going to have new love coming in as well if you don't already. Your divine counterparts are ready to kind of match your energy. Yeah. So I feel like you guys need to keep going. Don't worry about what other people think. The 7 of Swords. Some of you are going to have some people either steal your ideas. There's going to be some betrayal, sneakiness around you. Again, people are going to now come out the woodworks because they're going to see you making a massive achievement for your life, and they're going to try and sabotage you by feeding things in your head. There's also going to be another betrayal around you, but I feel like you guys are going to rebirth through this again. Continue to focus on the things that you're growing, because I feel like you guys, you're growing out of purity, and you can't match purity, you know. Like if you're true to yourself and your intentions are true, you're always going to be winning. Okay, pole 2. So I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to like before you leave, and let's move on to pole 3. Okay, pole 3. So let's go ahead and let's see how other people view you. So the first thing I am hearing is that you guys have an attractive body, or you're very active for some of you. Even if you're not already, some of you guys, this could even be a wish come true, like to be very attractive or to be really comfortable in your body, and this is kind of like what's going to come towards you. Just how do people view pole 3, please? People view you as very strong here with the Strength card. Some of you guys are Leos or fire signs. You guys have been through a lot. I'm hearing warrior, like you have this very warrior like spirit. I'm hearing like even when life gets you down, like you always find how to make lemons into lemonade, you know. You're very much like intuitive. Some of you guys are quite out the box, or you always have a solution to each problem that you face, no matter how kind of difficult things are. Some of you guys are quite stubborn as well, but you have like a heart of gold. Okay, again, some of you guys, you're Leos, or even if you're not, it's like this Leo energy. Leos rule the heart space. You have this big heart, but a lot of you are quite closed off. You have this warrior spirit that although you can keep getting up and you like keep striving in your life, you also are very selective about who you let in. Some of you guys could have a pet as well, either a cat or a dog. You also have like crows, birds, ravens, eagles as your spirit guides. You could have a lion as a spirit guide as well. But I feel like people just find it very hard to get towards you. Some of you are spiritual or religious, or you have like a very a deep third eye, like you're very awakened with your third eye. But again, you represent a lot of sunlight here, a lot of the sun, a lot of the light, a lot of happiness, you know. Some of you guys though, I feel like you're really trying to seek your happiness. You're really trying to overcome the mountains in your life. Like you really have been through a lot, but you know, loves, even though you've been through a lot, I am seeing light come from the skies. It's almost like the divine is always with you. You guys have some amazing spirit guides, like very protected. Okay, you guys, you have like a heart of gold though, yeah, but people find it very hard to get to know you. you're just like a go-getter, you know, like you're very independent, very solo as well. Some of you guys tend to not be in a pack. Some of you, you're searching for like your lion tribe as well. It's like you guys are lions or lionesses and you haven't really met your person yet, or every person that you've met has been just an obstacle or just like a mirage is what I'm hearing. It's like they're never really your true happiness, or they never really have the best intentions for you, but yet you're still seeking, you're still going forwards, but you keep a lot to yourself. Right now I feel like people see you as somebody who's really trying to expand. Again, you're always on the go, loves. Some of you have a masculine here that's always looking for you. This could be somebody of your past, yeah. This could even be somebody new that is currently watching you, but I feel like you're also watching them. Like you're very intuitive, always got your eyes on people, and I don't mean that you're always watching people, but you're very observant, you know. Some of you guys, your ancestors are very observant as well. It's like you're really just trying to expand in your life, you're trying to progress. Career is a main focus for some of you. I do feel like there's a lack of love though here, okay? It's like as fast as people come in, they leave, and that's how you prefer it. You guys are also like that. You don't like to stick around to too many people anymore because you've been let down so much. I'm also hearing some of you guys are needing to do your shadow work, but people right now, they see you as very distant, okay, emotionally, spiritually, but again, you still have that really good connection with the divine or with your own spirit. The Death in reverse. Some of you have a lot of Scorpios around you as well, you know, or a lot of water signs that tend to be in and out of your life. Right now, loves, I feel like people see that you're trying to expand in your life. You're doing something. They're not really sure what you're doing. They can't really put their finger on it, but I almost feel like, you know, people feel like you're avoiding something new, or you don't really get out much. You're like very indoors. It's like people feel like you're always going to be in the same place because you don't take risks, or you're not transforming. Like people feel like you're either, it's not that they feel like you're doing nothing, because I feel like people see that you're always on the go, but also people have a perception of you, pile 3, and I feel like the perception is that you're never going to change, or you're just doing the same thing. Like every time they talk to you, they feel like they hear the same thing from you, but it's not because you're doing the same thing, it's because you're so distant and you choose not to tell people what you're really doing. Here with the World card, you guys, I feel like you guys, people like see that you're again very secluded, very much in your own space. I also feel like people feel like you're in your own head. You guys could be spiritual, okay? So people feel like you're very connected to your spirituality, to religion. You're trying to change as well. Some people feel like you're really trying to like change in your life. You're trying to transform, but they're not really sure how you're doing it. Again, you guys represent this lotus flower, pile 3. You like rebirth from the mud. You're very beautiful as well. Everything that you do is very elegant, even if you feel like you're not, because some of you guys come across as like very masculine. Not to say that you look like a man, but I mean like you're very much in your masculine. Like you like to lead, control, take charge of your life, do something, do things yourself. Some of you are lacking a father figure in your life as well, pile 3, or just parents as a whole. Life hasn't been easy for you, you know, but people also see that you guys are into meditation, or again, you're very different, you know. Some people feel like you're very seductive as well. If you guys wear like low cut tops and pile 3, I almost feel like people are very much in your business. It's like I feel like they're trying to figure out what you're doing. Like this is the perception people have. They don't really know what you're doing, but they have an assumption what you're doing. They see that you're constantly moving, you've been through a lot, everything I've just said, but it's like people still have that same perception of you. They're not really sure what you're doing. Some of you guys could travel for work as well, but again, it's like they can't put their finger on it, so they just remain with the same perception that you have. Some people like to assume a lot of the things that you're doing in life. This may annoy you as well, especially if you catch up with like old friends, old family, you know. How do others view pile 3, please, angels? The Four of Swords, okay? Again, you are very withdrawn from like the world, very alone. Like again, some of you, you've been hurt a lot as well. Now people could feel like you're healing at the moment, or you're very distraught. I am hearing chaotic, funnily enough. Some people feel like you're very chaotic. The Emperor wants to pull out. Some of you guys are dealing with the Aries. You could be an Aries. I feel like some of you are going to meet your divine counterpart as well. But I just feel like people feel like, again, you've like missing some type of father figure in your life, or you're very much like in this masculine energy. You like to lead. You're not the most vulnerable though. People never get to see your vulnerable side. You're very secluded. People feel like you're very mysterious, you know, but I feel like you guys are just very much trying to focus on the good things in your life, your strengths, but you don't show people your weaknesses. Yeah, so it's like this energy of like people feel like you're closed off, but also people may feel like you're a mess and that you're not healing. Or it's like, again, the way that you choose to live your life is the way that you choose. It may not be the most conventional way. Like, I'm having a vision of you guys like move out and live in the wild, and I don't mean that you guys live in the wild with the trees, but I almost just get, it's like you, ever since like you were younger, maybe you guys were the black sheep in the family, the golden child. It's like you have always been alone. You've always done things a certain way. It's not been the most conventional. You haven't like done the most like normal things, whatever that means, within your family and friends. You know, you're just very different, you know. For example, like if you guys are from like a family where everybody gets married, they have kids, they work, blah blah blah, you're not doing that. You're doing spirituality. You're different. You're out the box. You've got your own business, or you're trying to achieve something more than just working a 9 to 5. You know, not that that's a bad thing. Some of you guys as well, it's like you've had to work a lot of jobs, you know, you've had to do a lot in your life. People want you to like work a 9 to 5. They want you to be this certain, like, people want you to be who you were, but I feel like you're not. You're just very different, you know. So here with the 10 of Wands, I do feel like people feel like you guys are on your healing journey. Now, it's weird because some of you guys, they may perceive you as having a lot of burdens on your heart, okay? They may like feel like you're very chaotic, you're very withdrawn, you know, you're trying to make things happen for yourselves. But then I also feel like people feel like you're trying to improve. So it's like, again, even people can't put down into words who you are, how you're doing things. You're very like mysterious. You don't give too much up, okay? Now the Ace of Swords did pop out. So some of you guys, you are not in communication with people, and people may feel like you are just, again, very secluded. You don't communicate with them in terms of friends and family, and that they may want to hear from you, but they don't. People also may see you as somebody who's very clear-headed, you know, like you've got your, you know what you're doing, you know, even though your life might not be the most conventional, you know what you're doing, and people just kind of leave you to it, or they're really trying to figure out what you're doing. Yeah, so angels, what is the advice for the way people view pole 3, please? What is pole 3's advice for the way people view them? Okay, my guides are saying some of you do need to wear your heart on your sleeve, not necessarily for the people who are viewing you, like your friends and family, but for your own benefit, the High Priestess. I feel like some of you guys, people try to take from your power as well, your light. Some of you, you really need to protect your energy, you know, shield yourself, transmute a lot of energies. You're very psychic, but I almost feel like people like to drain you is what I'm seeing. People are also very much in your business. I also feel like even if you're witches, you may have that kind of witches block where people are always trying to silence you, they're trying to dim your glow. I just feel like you guys right now, you need to keep the faith in yourself. You have been through so much, loves, and you know, some of you need to walk away from the people of your past, or the people that are trying to judge you. Keep doing your thing, but also remain kind of level-headed. Don't give up on yourself, or don't let what people say get to you, because some of you guys, even though you may not show it, it may kind of like sink into your pores. It may kind of like play on your mind sometimes about what people say to you, and it kind of leaves you feeling uneasy, you know, or like you like try to block it off and you don't wear your heart on your sleeve. So I feel like you guys need to find balance within yourself. This is not necessarily about the people around you. This is necessarily about the way that you view yourself, okay? Because a lot of you have a water sign coming in, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or lots of new opportunities, love, career, okay? But some of you guys, you're not in your power, or you still have a lot of healing work to do. I do feel like the main thing here, my guides are saying, be open to love or work on your heart chakra. Okay, some of you guys are currently having to go through your inner child, your shadow work. You're having to really repaint your past, not to forget about the things that you've been through, but it's kind of like it's time to move on, or it's time to rewrite your story is what my guides are saying. Okay, so let's get one more. The Lovers, yeah, you have a twin flame union coming in. Some of you, it's a water sign. I also feel like it could be this Aries. Okay, there is your divine counterparts coming in. You're going to get like the life that you desire, but some of you, you need to open your heart. You need to trust. You need to like see yourself and your self-worth clearly. Be in tune with yourself. Okay, you have a lot of personal power already, but some of you, it's built from pain rather than love. Okay, so really work on this. Forget what other people are saying, because I feel like you are about to have your happy ending. Okay, pile 3. So I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to like before you leave. I will see you in the next one. Bye, angels.